So, a lot of commentary going on Starlink. Some people have now claimed that India is perhaps surrendering its digital sovereignty because it's allowing Starlink into India. Look, again, Starlink, SpaceX, these are private organizations. Reliance Jio, these are private organizations. Them collaborating doesn't really mean that the Indian government is not serious about the long-term prospects when it comes to, the entire Starlink-like constellation of satellites that we really want to build for the future. But a lot of people have been saying ISRO could have done it, Reliance could have done it, they could have done it in a partnership. Maybe Elon Musk has made satellite launches so simple that people on social media now think that Indian government can do it in a jiffy. But again, telecom businesses cannot become satellite businesses overnight. Elon Musk, through SpaceX, has been launching thousands and thousands of satellites every year. Right now, Starlink has 7,000 satellites in space, in the low Earth orbit. They aim to get 42,000 satellites in the low Earth orbit in another few years. The Chinese are starting with 38,000. Now, it's not like ISRO cannot do it. It's not like ISRO does not have the technology. ISRO started working on the reusable launch vehicle as early as 2016. But these things take time. One has to be realistic about the capacities, about the priorities, about the budgets, about what the Indian market needs. Now, look at the pricing of Starlink, for instance, in the United States. In the United States, it's far more expensive than broadband or your routine telecom network. So why would anyone in India go for something that costs more? Why would the telecom companies be motivated to invest in something that does not really have a market in India? These important questions, a lot of them I covered in my Twitter thread, must be asked before people jump the gun and say, oh, look, the Modi government has surrendered India's digital sovereignty. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. We have a satellites communication system. We are working towards having our own constellation of satellites in the long run. But for now, one has to look at the priorities. One has to look at the free markets. One has to look at what the collaboration between these private entities can get. And yes, of course, there are regulations that, if at all, Starlink is allowed in India, if at all, they will have to be followed. That's about it.